by the lovely and talented Erika Allen.
Hello.
Say what's up, Erika.
What's up, Erika?
No.
Just kidding.
What's up, Erika? You're the first person to do that to me. I like that. This is going to be a fun interview. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. I like that. Stand up and bark.
Oh, woo. Oh, woo.
You know what I'm talking about, coming to America, right? Big dog, big dog.
Oh, woo. Oh, woo.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Yes.
Erika,
Yes.
can I get you to do me a favor?
Sure.
Put your right hand up, please.
She look nervous.
Okay, do you swear to talk real talk, nothing but the real talk up in here?
I swear to talk real talk, nothing but the real talk up in here. You heard?
Nice. Now she's been officially sworn in, Will. Now you can go ahead and hammer her with questions. No, I'm just kidding.
So, when did you? No,
No, it's good. For those of you who don't know who's talking with us, we have our engineer and audio engineer, Will Monty, who always join in and back me up because, you know, I'm not strong enough on my own because a team is what. Look at that. She got the muscles. Can I feel that muscle?
Go ahead. Don't hurt yourself. Hold on. There you go.
She got muscles. She got that Tina Turner muscles.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Erika. Today we're, basically 2 hours of fun talking about the diva herself, Miss Whitney Houston. I decided to talk about Whitney for several reasons. And the show's not to bash Whitney in any way or not. It's just basically to, hand her, her flowers while she's alive. Because most people don't do tributes until, they done crossed over. Like with Tina Marie and things of that nature. That's not going to happen here on our show because we're all about go green for humanity. Another shameless plug. I know that's what you're thinking, LB, back there. I think Whitney has done more in this industry that most people care to give her credit for because of what she's been through. 25 years and still standing strong and tall, and that's the way that I look at it. So what are your thoughts on the diva herself?
Whitney was definitely someone who was playing around my house when I was a kid. My mother, she's a songstress, and she, took a lot from Whitney Houston. So definitely, she's like the voice of my generation. So I mean, I love her. I can't help but to love her. The tone of her voice, her showmanship, everything. She's awesome.
Yeah. So what has Whitney, as far as her voice? When you say her voice, to me, it is the voice. I don't think there'll be another voice. I mean, there's a few voices out there that people would, want to say. Like a lot of people compare Yolanda Adams to Whitney Houston as far as vocal ability and things of that nature, but Yolanda decided to go gospel. Whitney stuck, secular music. But I personally think, with the current state of her voice now, that she's still a phenomenal singer. The voice that she had 10 years ago that most people say the old Whitney, and I hate that people say that. 10 years ago, Whitney, or even 15 years ago, her voice was extraordinary. There was no other person that can match that voice. Do you have that same feeling for her, or?
Most definitely. Whitney is timeless. Even now, she continues to be the icon that she's been. And nobody can touch that. I don't care if anybody comes along. Old Whitney, new Whitney, they can't do it. So that's.
You heard it first here on Real Talk. You try that. I know that's right. 170 million albums sold worldwide. I mean. And this is another debate that I get into with, because you have your Whitney and your Mariah fans, and I continuously telling people Whitney is the bigger artist, and this is my argument. And correct me if I'm wrong. And if you think that you want to argue with me, the number you can call 678-999-2637. Yes. See right there. I'm learning the number, guys. Forgive me. I'm a little green because we going green here.
Going green.
That's right. No, but the argument that I have is Mariah Carey to date has 12 studio albums, and she sold probably maybe 180 to 200 million albums worldwide. Whitney Houston only has 6 studio albums, and she's neck to neck with her in record sales. So for me, that just goes to show that Whitney's the bigger artist because she didn't have to put out album after album. So Mariah was more of a merchandise type of situation.
Right.
Whitney has that oh good love soul in her.
That's it.
Do you agree?
I definitely agree.
Good, I don't got an argument today.
No, not at all. There's no argument. There's nothing to contest. I mean, she stayed relevant while just not being in everybody's face, but she's still relevant. That's a
hot. Diva.
That's the hotness. That's what
I think Whitney stood relevant because just who she was. You know what I mean? Just she did so much work in that first 10 years of her career. She didn't have to do anything else. And all the trying to turn her music to a different. I don't know. Like, what is your favorite album by Whitney? Let's just start there.
Now, I'm not even gonna fake the funk. I can't name an album, but I can,
You know
right,
what?
Hey,
let's just
keep
fade
it
her
real,
out.
real talk.
No, real talk. I hear
real
you, baby
talk,
girl. I hear you.
I could, whatever. But I mean, my favorite song by Whitney is "I Have Nothing."
The Bodyguard soundtrack.
Right, that was so hot to me. And I'm the queen of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She did her thing.
She put her stank on that.
did
That
that,
was
yeah.
her. To me, that was her best selling album. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I know her best selling single in history and ever is "I Will Always Love You," the Dolly Parton
Right.
jump off that she re-recorded. That was on that particular soundtrack. But everybody would say that The Bodyguard was when she was at the epitome of her career. I think Whitney was already a superstar way before that.
Of course.
She didn't need Kevin Costner
Of
or
course.
The Bodyguard. I think they needed her.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they asked her to do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
And she decided to do it because she was like, I'm Whitney Houston.
Houston just told her,
So, what do you think of the controversy? We're not going to touch too much on it, but we at least, it's real talk, and we're talking about her. And with every good deed, there's a bad deed, so you have to, talk a little bit about it. Do you think that people are making her out to be a monster that she's not, or do you think that she really is who they say that she is?
Well, real talk, Whitney Houston is just Whitney Houston. People live real lives, positive and negative in the universe. Things happen, and I think people try to blow up the positive, and just make it really big. But when something negative happens, they turn around and try to villainize somebody. But it's real life. Everyone has skeletons
Amen.
in their closet. I mean, everything happens to everybody equally.
And not only that, she's like you said, she's human. She has a life, and people tend to, when they see a celebrity, especially on the caliber of a Whitney Houston, all they see is good. And when Whitney couldn't walk down the street if Whitney was smoking a cigarette, Whitney's smoking a cigarette. It's like, come on, guys, how many people smoke cigarettes every day?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole drug allegation thing, I can't talk about it because I ain't never did no drugs with her. To be honest with you, there could be multiple things
Right.
that people can say. I just know that she stood consistent. She stood tall through it all. I think Bobby Christina turned out to be a fine young lady. And if I've seen a lot of mothers who've been addicted to crack cocaine, what they say Whitney was, and their kids don't turn out as fine as their daughters turned out. So, regardless of whatever the situation was, she still was holding it down in the home, and that's all that you can do. So everybody give a round of applause for Whitney for being an icon and a great mother here on Real Talk. So Erika, tell us a little bit about your artistry.
My artistry, I'm a singer, songwriter. I play guitar. I've been singing since like 12, playing guitar for not as long. I'm an MC. You know what I'm saying? I do a couple of things as far as the music goes. My artistry, I live, and that's my art. I mean, I know that sounds real cliche, but I do. I live, and that's my art.
Say that one more time.
I live, therefore I art. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
I like that. So if it's not copyrighted, is it?
Nah,
you
you can take it, do whatever you want
steal
with
it
it.
on the show a little bit. That's what's up. So what are your immediate plans? I know you're from Texas. You came to Atlanta. Has it been good to you since you've been here?
Atlanta has been nothing but good to me. Atlanta has been wonderful for me. It's allowed me to thrive. I come from like a small town in Texas. I come from like the woods in Texas, and a lot of things are real close-minded.
Lions and bears and tigers. Oh my!
Nah, some coyotes out there. But I right now I'm working on a project called The Countdown. It's my EP. It's my debut EP. You're gonna get 5 songs from me. The Countdown.
Nice.
Remember that the countdown. If you know how to count, that I'm there. So that's my debut EP. We're also working on a reality show online. You can catch me on YouTube at Erika's Reality. That's ERIKAS Reality. It's also called The Countdown, and it's following my release of my EP and my adventures here in Atlanta. I'm kind of crazy sometimes, and we have fun. You're gonna see some of that. So
let me just say this about that. I was blessed with the opportunity to see a clip of it, although I was teased because it was like 3 minutes. Like, come on now, who does that? And it's going to be a phenomenal reality show because it's not the typical reality show. It's definitely following with a lot of passion, and I think that's what's missing from television, music, and just artistry, period, is the passion, and that's something that Whitney always put into her stuff was passion. Back then, when you had a record label that was molding icons and superstars, that was the first necessity, was passion. Right now, all you need to be able to do is, drop it like it's hot, and you can get a deal. Well,
right.
You can get marketable, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really pro. Let's go back to the day when the 80s. I think the 80s was the. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 25, but I'm an 80s music fan, fiend, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, 'cause I was born in 1902, so I went through all those eras. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to it.
Oh, you look good for your age.
I
What you
know,
doing?
man. That's that water and a whole lot of Jesus in your life. That'll work. But no, the whole the whole 80s. I think that's when music was really music. The instruments, all of that stuff was incorporated into the stuff. Most people would say back in the 60s and 70s, Aretha Franklin, that was soul music. I'm talking about just good music.
Right.
I'm a huge Lisa cult fan. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, I think I love you.
Oh. All cried out, all that stuff. But that's only expected from a little Puerto Rican from the hood. But listen to Lisa, right? But no, I think that that is where music needs to go, and they're trying to take it back to that with the whole Lady Gagas and the Keshas and things of that nature. But they're adding a futuristic feel to it, and I think they just need to leave the futuristic feel alone and give us 80s again.
Give us the 80s.
I would love to live the 80s again.
Let's do it. Let's live the 80s again. Come on.
We should do an 80s theme or something like that.
Yeah, everybody come in here and dress in their
I want to,
clothes.
but see, 80s we didn't have afros. In the 80s, I was
Jerry curl.
by the
They
time
can
I was
have that.
in 87, I was 52. So,
no.
no Jerry curls. You wouldn't do the Jerry curls?
No, I actually thought about conducting a social
I would.
experiment and inserting the Jerry curl into pop culture to see, because you give people something and they take it.
It's trendy.
Yeah, so I'm wondering,
I could
how
see
that
me
would
leaving
work.
my little juice stains on the couch.
Drip, drip, drip.
They'd be mad as hell. Clean that up, boy. That was her.
Follow the drip.
I didn't do that. That was her. No, but on real talk, is music your life?
Music is a part of my life.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't be real for me to say music is my life.
Is there anything else, any backup plans, anything else that you want to kind of incorporate into your life? Because, music and entertainment, period,
Right.
can cut at any point. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not promised. For me, it's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity to go through. So what are your plans?
My plans are to go about my everyday life spreading truth, you know what I mean, to those who would have it and to those who need it. I'm real into positivity and spreading, positive messages and energy for people to be better, to want to do better. I'm almost on a borderline motivational speaker type thing, but not so much, not the typical thing. But
So that means she can be on our show every day, because that's what we all about. We about inspiration and kind of changing the awareness, if we good, because we're it's hard to say that we're going to change, and everybody has, as a motivated speaker, everybody has that desire to want to change.
Right.
But we can only take it one person at a time and one day at a time. So I consider it more just, raising awareness with the expectation to change the consciousness in the way humanity thinks, because that's where it needs to go back to. Because back then we cared about each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember my best friend was a friend. You feel me?
Right.
Now again, that's how old I am. I don't have any friends, really, to be honest with you. It's all about associates and people who come through and out of your life, because nobody really knows how to treat you as a person anymore. All they want to do is take, and if they can't get from you, they're going to go over to you and take. It's not a take and give relationship anymore. And with anything that I do, it's take and give. I mean, that's the way that I was brought up. And that's where we want to take, this movement back to. So do you support us here at Real Talk with our Go Green for Humanity?
I support you 1,000+%. I mean, go green all the way.
Go
You
green.
know?
So if you can pick up a can on the street, you can definitely pick $1 out of your pocket and give it to a fellow person in need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can put gas in your car, you can feed somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you got $5, you can give somebody $2.50. That's all we're asking. Just give back something, even if it's a hug at this point. And say, you know what I mean? I really know you need to talk.
Come here. Come to mom.
I
Come.
get a hug.
Oh, there you go. See, we went green
See,
together.
we went green together, but I'm trying to get somebody to cry on my show. It ain't working. We need to get Dr. Phil on the line. No, but it's honestly about just going back and really genuinely hugging somebody, a friend, if somebody in need, and not always taking. And I'm sure as an artist, everybody expects so much from you. How do you deal with that?
I deal with it the best I can. I just take it in stride. Things are going to happen, and this is what has been my mantra lately. If you're going to take the good things that happen to you in life and you're going to accept them, you have to also take the bad things. If I walk up to you and just out of nowhere, you don't know me, and I give you $1,000 and walk off, hey, I can take that. But at the same time, if somebody comes up right behind me and, you know what I'm saying, knocks you in the face and walks off, that's bad. You have to give back the 1,000 if you're going to not, if you're going to freak out about somebody just punched you out of nowhere. You have to take both and keep it in balance and take it in stride and keep moving. Kind of like that. So.
I just got I was gonna say the Holy Ghost, but no, I hear you. I mean, it's about give and take, and I think the more that we do not give and take, the more that we are ruining each other. As you know, I have a 13-year-old son. Do you have any children?
I have a 4-year-old son. His name is Tyson.
Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Does he talk like this?
He actually sounds just like that, and that's so funny.
I'm sorry, Mike Tyson. We love you, brother. We definitely love you, but
like that, yeah.
You need to put a little bass in your voice. I want to show him how to do it, Mr. Barry White.
You need to put a little bass in your voice.
Yeah. That's so if you ever hear that voice, America, Barry ain't dead. He's on the island with Mike on Tupac somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I feel you. So how is it being a single mother in this industry?
It's definitely a struggle. It's hard. But luckily I have a support group here and at home in Texas. My mother, she's so supportive. I have a support group. I couldn't make it without my support group, and the help of the creator and my support group and the people that love me and that would, that have my best interest in mind and want to see this dream go somewhere. That's,
You got to see this, guys. Will is over here saving all his love for you. I think you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna find Will a date. We're gonna do that on the show. You want us to find you a date?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna find Will a date. We're gonna do that next week sometime. We're gonna have all these girls come in here, and you're gonna save their love for them. Can we do that? Can we commit to that? Okay. But we're not paying for the date. That's your responsibility.
I can do that.
All right, cool.
No.
We're gonna find you
We're gonna go green.
Go green together. I know that's right. So support groups are very important in anything that you do. Even with people who have substance abuse issues and problems, support groups is what works. You know what I mean? And so even in this industry, I'm sorry, we here jamming and rocking out to Whitney Houston. This side, we can't even go serious. It's a celebration. Everybody get up and go.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's how you do it. Now spin around.
Spin around.
Drop it to the ground.
I ain't got no rhythm. I know that, but that's okay.
I see you moving. There you go.
I'm moving, but I ain't got no rhythm.
Okay.
The beat's going like this, and I'm going like this.
There you go. That's it.
Us we got that little passion in our blood. We move a little fast.
On real talk.
On real talk. That's how we do it. No, honestly though, but I definitely commend you and appreciate you as an artist, and having a single child and following your passion and dream, because it's not an easy task. It's definitely not an easy task, and that's why I asked you earlier if your music is your life, because at some point, if this is something you want to do full time, it will consume your life.
It's my livelihood.
But just remember that within anything that you do, you have the decision to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? People are going to push you in this way and they're going to push you in that direction. But stick gun to chew that's with you. You know what I'm saying? Stay Erika. You know what I'm saying? 10 years down the road, we don't want to see you shaving your head kicking cars. I'm serious, because that happens when, people calibrate, and I really feel your energy and feel your talent, and we're going to bless you in a little bit so you understand what I'm talking about. And I definitely want you guys to really look out for this young lady and support her in everything that she does, because we support her here, she supports us, and we are all coming together. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up for this little surprise and treat that we have for you, and we're going to leave you with a Whitney video. This is one of my favorite. This is one that I used to definitely, I'm not going to put my business out there too much, but I danced around a little bit to this song, and I'm sure everybody out there danced around to it, so I'm going to take them to this video. We'll be right back with more of Erika.
I don't know why I like it. I just do.